And right now we have just found the tower, the place that actually sucks directly people from the capital of the world to other regions and to spread their People like me, EU residents without EU citizenship, can freely travel to any country in Europe except in UK. This fact always leaves you with a certain kind of bitter feeling inside you, like you don't deserve to visit this elite city. So the day before I visited London, I was so excited about making some great content for stripping architecture, and that night I had this dream. Now I'm in Brussels, the closest suburbia on the dirty side of the world's capital, London.
I actually had a dream that I went to make a report for the most prestige city in the world. A city safely located on an island that serves as the home of the world power, London.
Even though I have permission for entry, the guardians of the capital can still deny my access. So that's why I will try to blend in and to use my British accent. Let's give it a shot, shall we?
While being crammed in a tiny hall and waiting to cross the border with mass of people, I have noticed how limited group of people were entering through privileged gates. Who were these people? After some time, I was finally allowed to enter the capital of the world. And then, after seeing the last few meters of landscape, boom, darkness.
Now I'm deep under the ocean, under the ground, heading towards the capital. On the border they have diagnosed me with the high levels of curiosity and exploring spirit. They were not happy about it. Therefore, they didn't allow me to go to the capital via the air with the airplane. And I was forced to take the train deep under the ground.
After being welcomed by a system of observing cameras, we finally have arrived.
Got dropped off in the middle of the city. Let's see what this city has prepared for us.
Yes, the concentrated power was visible in form of an exposed wealth and luxurious leisure.
In this building behind me, they're storing all the diamonds from the world collected throughout the year. Storing all the diamonds here that try to control the world's economy and are paying for this very expensive sucking system. And right now we have just found the tower, the place that actually sucks directly people from the capital of the world to other regions.
We were told that this is how the elite manages to secretly install their people directly into the governments of the other countries.
Right now we're in the heart of the world's capital, and we have found the tower, the antenna is actually sucking the people's brain and ideas. It's right over there.
The nightmare was getting even worse. We have discovered that the elite was actually served by a lower class of people. This serving nation lives in miserable conditions. We were extremely curious to explore these conditions even further.
So, we have found out that the elite of the capital has special staff, people who are serving them in the night hours. We cannot find them, but we finally found them on the edges of the cities, and they're living right here, divided in their units with specially controlled elevator and hall rooms.
We have detected that for these people, working rights, housing and green areas were scarce.
So apparently, in all of London, the greenery is close to extinction. These are the last attempts of the citizens of the working class to save the vegetation. Let's see the place where they live, where the resistance live, where the people who fight for the greenery. And this is the last standing concrete wall where they're trying to retrieve nature. As you can see, all of these different terraces are actually mimicking terraces. The point is to confuse the enemy so we cannot be able to attack the resistance that's trying to recover the vegetation. Let's see. So the defenders of the capital have created this channel, a controlling street that can look on all the people who live into the buildings of the resistance. So, if you haven't been in London yet, don't worry, it's nothing like in my dream. It's more of like this.
Being pedestrian in London is definitely not an easy job. From what we have experienced, driving culture is quite limited and vehicles are prioritized. On top of it, crossways for pedestrians are not marked, and there is no strategy for traffic calming systems. Car drivers are often not respecting the green light for pedestrians, and they really don't care about safety. For a city with high communal taxes, potholes are such a common sight. The combination of large portions of paved surfaces and lack of slow infiltration policies of the rainwater generates many flooded zones. Cycling lanes are fragmented and not designed as part of a broader soft mobility plan. It was obvious. London is still a car-centric city and we couldn't see improvement towards sustainable urban practices. Look closer. Railing as a safety barrier for pedestrians and long monofunctional avenues is an urban design from the 60s. This clearly reflects how dangerous is using the sidewalk in London. And the subway system, well, we'll talk about it some other time. So our final point is as presented on the illustration on your right. While London is branding itself as a heavily populated, dense and city with beautiful architecture, when you're gonna go a bit inside, you will see that there is plenty of room, a lot of infrastructural problems and many other issues that any other city in the world has. So that's why we leave you with the question, what is it better? To brand your city with a beautiful architecture or to have great infrastructure? Thank you for staying with us and hopefully you found this alternative visit of London interesting and we'll see you in the next episode. And don't have nightmares, London is a very nice city.